didn't know what to do. So we ended up going to the store and getting. Jerry picked up some strawberry sorbet, and down here some mango sorbet, and we got some watermelon.
Yep.
And
that's what you wanted.
I think Bev would be very happy right now.
The only thing missing is the park, but it's kind of cold.
So we went ahead and got the watermelon in honor of Bev. And it is very cold outside, but we're going to cut it up here and then take it down to our park and eat it, or at least some of it.
And this is what she wanted everybody to do to celebrate her life. Go in the park and eat watermelon and ice cream, but since we don't eat ice cream, we have a sherbet. But right now we're showing you the watermelon.
And by the way, we told Bev that up north, watermelon isn't isn't ripe this time of year.
It's not in season, but I'm hoping this...
But it seems very watery.
Well, it's not going to be local, of course, but...
True.
But somehow I trust the pieces I could see to be ripe more than the whole watermelon on discount. So, yeah, at least I could look at it for more money, yeah. Money doesn't matter right now. Her honoring Bev is. So, if you all want to do the same, take a watermelon to your local park and or ice cream if it doesn't melt.
Or every time you eat watermelon, think of Bev, right?
Something like that. Hey, and if you do the same, write in the comments.
Or maybe even upload a little video and tag us.
If you have a good
Jerry and Julie Music.
An active channel, sure. Right, tag us.
At least if you tag us, we'll see it.
But we are carrying out Bev's wishes right now.
Yeah. It's been hard days, so this will help us.
Very hard.
I think that's good, huh?
Sure.
That's quite a lot.
We'll continue when we get to the park.
Alrighty. Okay, so we decided we're going to do the ice cream too. This is not ice cream technically, but it's sorbet, dairy-free. One's mango and the other one's summer strawberry. So we figured we'll just go ahead and put it right on here. We bought this too to celebrate her life. And then we'll take the whole thing to the park.
But you all could have ice cream. We just are plant-based, so we're not having the milk. The dairy. So there. Mango flavor, strawberry flavor. Sherbet. Without any dairy.
I know, we showed her this before, this mango. And we never had the strawberry before, but she said, wow.
Did she?
That looks so yummy. Mm-hmm.
This is an ice cream scoop. So this is an example of how you can honor her the way she'd like.
So whenever like I said before, whenever I can get myself some sunflowers, we'll plant those seeds, you know, or whatever. Probably do the seeds. I did one year, but the deer came.
Bit off the head of the sunflowers.
And they were growing so nicely.
I was looking forward to some sunflowers.
But then the deer bit off it, and it was like, oh no.
Well, we'll try again this time, yeah. And put some kind of fence for the deer. Or some repellent. Oh.
All right, we'll see you back here.
You'll see you in the park.
As soon as we get to the park. Okay, so I drew this picture here today of Bev. And there's her little sunflower. And we're here at the park. And there's our ice cream sorbet.
Sherbet and watermelon.
It's sorbet and yeah, watermelon. So
hers and mine.
We made it, and let's go ahead and...
It's in the shade, but we have a shadow next to the sun.
We thought we would come down here and...
I'm hungry.
And do the things that Bev wanted, and yeah.
This is what you wanted all of you to do.
We didn't know we'd be doing it quite today, but you know, it's kind of fitting because we're grieving right now, and so really we are going to celebrate.
I feel good that we carried out our wishes and maybe set an example for you all.
Let's say a little prayer real quick. All right, dear.
Well, that sun's in my eyes. So
okay, dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this day and every day you give us. Please watch over Sister Bev. I know she's back with you, and please watch over us and her family too, Lord, and help give us, you know, our coping skills and all the things that we need to do, Lord, and help us as we're going on this grieving journey. I know she really wouldn't want us to be, saddened by this day, but we can't help it. Our hearts are saddened. But right now is about remembering Bev. So thank you, Father, for the time that we got to spend on earth with her. And we hope to see her again in heaven someday. In Jesus' holy, righteous name we do pray. Amen. Okay, guys. So
Here we go.
let's go. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Ice cream meets watermelon. Show it.
Here we are.
To you, Bev.
To Bevy Wevy.
Watermelon in the
We
pot.
called her Bevy Wevy, so it was kind of a nickname, right? We called her Bevy
Okay.
Wevy. It was kind of a nickname,
Nicknamed her, yeah.
and I think it started in the concerts.
Probably. It's at the spot because I'm hungry for dinner about now. So hold me over.
Here's to you, Bev.
Charlie's getting watermelon ripe this time of year. So,
It's not that bad.
no, sherbet.
Sherbet for him.
My mother used to say, well, don't spoil your appetite, so after dinner have the dessert, but this is special.
And this is a good thing that she thought of this because of her being on dialysis. But
They didn't allow her.
we didn't think about it till now that this is like perfect food for when you're grieving too, because it's comfort.
It was Bev's favorite food in the world was watermelon, and she couldn't have it because of dialysis. And that's why she wants everybody to celebrate, and everybody should share in it. At the end, she had it anyway. She went off dialysis.
Yeah. This is really delicious, this strawberry.
It's a nice
Did you try the
combination.
strawberry?
In a roll.
It's like a
Never had that.
mukbang remembrance video.
You, Bev, our version of ice cream. Plant-based. That's good, too. Never had strawberry. Yeah. It's the first time. It's expensive up here. $1.49.
Sure is.
Everybody, that's Bev, in case you've never actually looked at her. And Julie's impression of her today. There. Yeah. She'd be happy you're all going to follow. Anybody wants to celebrate her life, do as we do today, as she wanted.
Yeah.
Cold as it is, she's worth it. It's worth it.
It's
Yeah.
about 40 degrees or 45 right now.
48 maybe.
Is it 48?
Yeah. Watermelon, we haven't had it since last August.
But you know what? It's sunny. And so, being that it's so sunny out here, it makes it better.
Takes the edge off it, huh? My mother's right, probably spoil my appetite.
So do you have anything fun that you want to share?
Never like to talk with my mouth full.
True.
Yeah, there's fun blind in my eyes that fun that I want to share. I can't remember anything else she wanted. I think you all can eat watermelon at home if you don't have a local park. She'll understand. Or even if you don't get the ice cream. Watermelon. If you had to choose it, it'd be the watermelon for sure. So there.
Well,
Those of you else of you who are grieving, just let the feelings come. I've been here before, but this since it's pretty hard. Really dear, close friend. We never actually got to meet. So many conversations online, so many video chat, years and years.
yeah.
I don't know about fun. I hope to feel happy again, but I'm very happy that we're carrying this out.
True.
And maybe we can set an example for everybody else.
But
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some of the fun memories that we had. Fond memories, I guess. Well, I know one time she was writing a story, one of her children's stories. And she asked me, she said, like, how should this end? Because she didn't know how it would end. And I gave her an idea. And she was like, oh, yeah, that's a great idea. but I forgot exactly every little detail. I also remember before her first husband passed, she would be the costume designer for, he did plays from the school, and she would do all the costumes. She'd design them all from her house, make everybody's costume. And she had like a couple sewing machines set up in her one room. And this one year, well, she showed me some of the costumes, but then she also started for her church making little girl dresses, I think it was. And she had a bunch of those that they were going to ship to wherever, you know. But that was a fond memory because I was like, man, I don't know how to sew. But she knew how to sew and she was good at it. And she taught her daughter, and she told me just the other day, she said, my daughter's like Little House on the Prairie on speed. The girl from Little House on the Prairie.
Oh.
On speed, because her daughter, she taught her daughter how to do crochet.
Laura Ingalls.
And she taught her daughter how to do sewing, and then all of a sudden she just took off. And she would crochet and make her daughter, like the daughter would make kids and whatever, all kinds of stuff. The stuff that Bev said she could never do. So that was fun. Fond memory.
And I remember most back when I met her, 1997. My first conversation online was probably Bev. When I first learning the internet.
Uh-huh.
I was paying in an internet chat place. We used to charge $9 an hour just to be on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Before there was even Wi-Fi, before I even owned a computer, I was taking lessons there.
Mm-hmm.
January 1997. What's this? Get my first picture from someone. What's a chat room? IRC stood for Internet Relay Chat. And, wow. And, that felt good, you know, and making new friends, even though they're online. What is this world? I was glad to join it. I heard all about it, but I had to go down to the Internet Cafe shop to do it. Didn't even own a computer. And eventually bought a computer for $1,600 then. Wow. You know, that was a lot more.
Wow.
It cost a bunch then. That's when electronics, the price came down. So yeah, and she was just like she was in our chat room here. Jerry and Julie Music, call it a chat room in our channel. The same principle, but different name. People come there to see their friends and hear music.
Yeah.
You know, channels, but there were also chat rooms like the old days, but then there was, 56K modems, hardly any hard drive space, hardly any memory. These beasts, there weren't even laptops yet. Just the birth of cell phones. Who even owned a cell phone? Primitive dinosaur age, and I knew it that long. 27, 28 years. That's how I met Bev. And we had a nice friendly group. We used to call it Lion Den. It was she had a group they called, other names I forget. And about 2 different rooms. You see the same people, and just like YouTube channels, you go in to see your friends and hear the music. I'm sure you go in to see the people you know, and so many other channels when they're live. People get together to see their friends, not only to see the channel creators. So there, of course, there's no like video host, but you just type at each other. You had different commands, made it fun. But Bev, even there, she was the life of the party, the social butterfly of IRC chat. Yeah. For years,
Did you guys pass out food?
She probably did then. That's where she learned those habits. That's right. Way back then, so she's a pro at it. Yeah, this was a lot of fun while I was there. And all kinds of things they called ASCII art, computer art. You see things flash before the screen. People drawing online. It was pretty creative what they could do just with the black and white. It's like, I don't know, you have to go on a computer and see what you can make out of it and turn it into things like spaces and lines and underscores and different letters, and they form different images. That's the fun you did. All kinds of stuff. It was fun, and people would get to know each other, and I got to know her. I got to make a bunch of friends, and that's how I made friends with her. One thing led to another, and through the years, you know, and through periods and when we wouldn't know each other until we met, and then I'd introduce her on the computer. And the rest is history, like they say. And then watch the technology develop. I used to have to help her with her Mac computer.
Oh, she was the worst. She was the worst for
She
technology.
was always a damsel in distress, always coming for age. How do I do this and how do I do that?
She'd say,
Way back when, and I'd help her, even though I
don't
knew
know how
nothing
to get
about
on. I don't know how to get on Skype. She had the Mac, and we had the PC, so it was so difficult. I always try to help her do that. So then we did. So you know that's kind of how it was.
And back in the day, PCs and Macs, they were more primitive. And I don't know how I could help her with a different operating system. So I was just learning Windows. But I learned enough to help a damsel in distress called Bev. You take different names. She called herself Rivendell then. What did Rivendell mean? Oh yeah, it's a fictitious town in Lord of the Rings movie where the elves went, where they live, I believe. She told me all about Lord of the Rings. I would have known all this stuff. I just wasn't exposed to somebody who writes children's stories. I watched her get famous, to get publishers to see her books. I think she'd be most proud of that her whole life, that she was a children's book writer. Awesome one, and it's all over the world now.
Yeah.
That's what we remember Bev for, so many things. And she's just mostly so fun, so goofy, so much fun to be with. Such a dear friend. And she made everybody happy.
So when we asked her to come in
our
too,
channel,
we
she
asked,
never changed.
Yeah, we asked her to come into the concerts because we knew she liked music and, you know, and she just loved watching Jerry play piano. So we said, well, why don't you come on in? And she said, well, I'm going to bring some virtual snacks. So like that's when she became the virtual snack lady. Jerry decided, oh, well, we're going to make it Bev's concession. Was it? Concession.
Bev's, not confession. Concession.
Not confession.
Bev's virtual concession booth.
Bev's
definitely not virtual confession booth. That was funny.
We're going to make it Bev's. Yeah, and so she'd come in, and sometimes she'd bring the goofiest treats. And this last time for his birthday, she didn't get to make it, but she said that she was coming. And that's kind of how we knew something was not right when she said that, you know? When she said she was going to come, and then she didn't. But anyways, we caught up with her the Friday after your birthday?
That was last Sunday. Well, no, this is the Friday after my birthday. Oh,
this is the Friday. Okay, so it was Sunday. It would have been Sunday then.
On my birthday. Oh, we did talk.
Because she would have been there Saturday. That's right. Okay, I'm getting a little confused. My days.
Stay alive long enough to.
She said to me, she said she wanted to stay alive long enough to see Jerry's birthday, which she did make it. And she actually got to sing him happy birthday.
She sang. This is your birthday song. It isn't very long.
Well, the first one wasn't so. The first one wasn't kind of funny, but I don't know if we should have said. I forgot what she even said. The first one, it was not that funny, but the second one definitely was. She said, "This is your birthday song. It isn't very long."
And we wrote a song about that. We wrote between us. We wrote 3 songs for her.
Yeah,
3.5 maybe. One you didn't really.
The one we wrote. You don't remember a birthday, not even Earth Day.
It's almost Earth Day.
If we're so special, why do you treat us this way? Why?
All in good fun.
But it was all in good fun, and
she took it.
She said
like
yesterday, she said to her sister, once we sent it over, she said, I don't remember anybody's birthday. She loved the song. So I'm happy that we got to make it.
And also Dang It All Anyway.
Dang It All Anyway. Yes.
We've uploaded all of them. In my channel, Absence of You, another one, just music. That's on my channel. And yeah.
But, so that was fun.
Inspired.
That was fun to make songs about her, because the one song that song with Dang It All Anyway, she would always, if you came into our concert, she would always fall out of the chat room and she'd say, I fell out the window. And so that's kind of why we put that in there at the end of that song about falling out the window. But see, those things were fun for her, and fun meeting people. Yeah, so
And this is exactly what
she
you
liked
want us
sharing
to do.
sharing the treats, and she'd bring some cool treats too, wouldn't she? But she
I'll
was
miss
so
them. I'll
happy,
really miss
guys.
them.
Those of you that come to the concert, she was so happy because I shared with her. I took a little screenshot out of the last live stream, and I said, "See you." It was on Jerry's birthday, and I think it was Rowdy. Yep, Rowdy. She came back. So we're happy to have you back, Rowdy. And I showed her the screenshot where you started when you said, well, here's some treats for you. And you threw up all these treats, like the pizzas and the burgers and the ice cream and all that stuff. And then I think Carol said she had some, what was it, strawberry jello and some strawberries and stuff. And I threw that up. So I showed it to her. She said, oh, you guys, she said, that makes me so happy that my legacy is going to continue. Because she didn't know if people she was so worried when she first started coming that would people really take on to, you know, eating virtual treats and passing them around
and paying attention
to her, you know, and reacting. Because she said some people don't, and whatever, you know. And I said, I think a lot of them would, you know, like that. And so that was like, that made her so happy, you know. And she was so happy. So I guess that legacy, if you guys want to continue it, we'll continue it, right, honey? Because that's what she was most proud about in the concert was being able to pass treats out and make people feel welcomed by, you know, telling them, come on in, have a seat. And a few times she would tease Steven by saying, come on, sit, I got a seat, you can sit next to me. Or if she had like a shake or something or some kind of treat, she'd say, well, I'm saving the first one for Steven.
She was such a
flirty, and she liked just to have fun, you know, and attention. So let's all remember her as a fun, you know, uplifting soul spirit. And
you've experienced it.
Now that she's not in pain no more, we'll continue on her legacy in the chat room and
every time you
maybe
eat
in life, when you eat watermelon, if you knew Bev,
or have a sunflower seed or grow a sunflower.
Yeah.
But you all can do this in your own time, and you could wait for warmer weather, whatever you want to do.
I'm done with mine, so it was so good. I ate the whole thing.
I'm almost finished, but I savor it.
He's almost done with his.
It's cold.
It is cold, but
it's worth it.
It is worth it. We didn't know if we would do this today because, you know, today's the day she passed, but some people, when they actually do a memory thing, they wait a while, you know, but we just couldn't wait because we're grieving, so it's like...
And I'm hungry and I didn't eat yet. I said, well, what? I just want to go out for a drive. I kind of feel numb. It's going to take a while to get over this.
Of course.
Kind of, grief. And morning is, you know, tough. You probably all know it.
I don't know. We're at 22 minutes. Excuse me. I'm burping from the watermelon.
Longer than I thought. I noticed that,
It's 22 minutes. And I think that's quite long enough, huh?
Probably.
Maybe we'll throw a picture or something in at the end.
Vloggers make longer videos these days, but we got to be our own.
It's up to you.
No.
If you have anything more to say.
I remember her best for the old times, and sure, all along. We didn't always keep in touch through the years, you know, go our own ways, and then we come back together, and we stayed friends until introduced Julie. And my only regret, we actually never met in person.
Yeah, they never met in person. 27 years, neither one of them. And so, but sometimes that's what happens in life, that you don't meet the ones you're closest with online.
But as she would have said, if she'd met us, she would have hugged the stuffings out of us. She had some nice catchphrases.
But let me tell you, she was right there when Jerry had a seizure.
Oh, yeah.
And I needed a friend to talk to. I would get a hold of her, and her and I would, and Jerry would talk for hours, because there was a point in time where we were afraid to sit on that couch, and we still don't sit on it where he had it, and we'd sit there and we'd talk to her because she was up, you know, she was up all hours of the night, and so we would sit there and just talk to her, and she really helped ease all that pain, you know. Because that's a lot when you suffer something as traumatic as a seizure was, because, you know, but That was us, and
Thankfully,
we
that
knew
that never came back.
because she was in the hospital all the time. She was practically born in a hospital. Well, she was born in a hospital, but she was always in the hospital with spina bifida and had so many surgeries
For her,
that
for her
she
odds, she lived a long life.
the whole
she was given.
thing about fantasy and the children's stories and the books. Some of that stuff was real thoughts, real things that had happened to her life, I guess. And she turned it into children's stories, and but that was her way of getting out of herself, through the fantasy and through writing.
True.
And
Fiction.
it was a good thing for her.
She
So.
preferred fantasies. Yeah.
And she just loved the fact that she was able to help and be there for us when we needed her too. So,
and so many others.
because we were always there for her when she needed us. So, that's the meaning of true friendships. So, if
Correct.
anybody got out there got good true friendships, hold your friends close.
And that's how you can
Because you
test
just
it.
never
So,
know.
There for them, there for you. You need them the most.
Yeah. So I think on that note, we should go ahead and end this. And
Yes. We'll be like the modern day bloggers, long blogs.
I know.
This is different for us. We're not only about music, obviously. And as I speak here, I just got to go with the grief and see where it brings us. And if a concert's meant to be tomorrow night, it's going to be hard. Or I think it is. You never know until you get there. You got to live in the moment.
Yeah.
And if I have to talk more than music, I'm sure you'll all understand.
Yeah.
It's a very special week. And yeah, please share your thoughts more than anything in this video, as we did an earlier video,
Yeah.
just to announce it. But now we're actually celebrating her life. It's the
And we love
beginning
you,
of doing it.
Bev. If you're out there listening to us, we
We
love
love
you.
you.
We miss you.
I hope you're happy with her.
Hope you like the picture I
carrying
took.
out your wishes.
Was a picture she had, and I just kind of copied the face and stuff, but then I added this sunflower. And I thought I'd give her wings, but the wings didn't turn out so great. So I said, well, that kind of looks like the back of her wheelchair. So
But she is, yeah.
I think she would be happy because
Oh,
she was
sure.
always smiling and so happy.
I'll be bringing her to tears.
So
I know her.
I hope you like it, Bev, and y'all much for tuning in and for leaving your comments, your beautiful comments to
They're very heartfelt.
us. Very heartfelt, and we hope that you guys won't grieve as hard as we are. Like she wouldn't want us to really grieve.
But it's only
Like I
natural
said,
as
she
a
wants
human being.
yeah.
You have
She
to
wants
let it out.
everybody to be happy and celebrate their life.
Eventually we will be again. And keep posted to see if and when we go live. We have been. I hope, God, we do.
Yeah.
But if I can't, if it hurts too much,
Yeah.
maybe we'll talk instead. Just please keep your notification bells set to all, so YouTube doesn't filter us out because they don't think it's appropriate. And,
True.
yeah, that's what I tell everybody. So look for signs tomorrow. Let's see how we do, how we sleep, how we feel. And with that said, yeah,
Thank you guys for all your loving prayers and thoughtful wishes, and
let us know if you do the same thing. Let us know
Yeah,
your
like I said, if
experiences,
you do-
or if you plan to.
if you plan to do a little video, tag us at Jerry and Julie Music, so we'll be able to see it. We would love to see that.
Or just how you react to this. We'd love to see it all. So,
All right,
yeah,
guys.
take care.
Love y'all. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.